For 8th grade, section 10.5, we're dealing with the distance formula. So in this case, we're trying to find the distance between 2 points on a graph. Now, it's easy for us, like when you're knowing you're moving this many steps up and this many steps that way. But to find this distance might be a little tricky, and we can use a right triangle to show that this distance, I can use the Pythagorean theorem to solve it if they gave me these measurements. I can do this squared plus this squared equals this squared. But the distance formula helps us find it even if we don't know what the sides are. So the distance formula, here's the formula that you will have between any 2 points. Now, if they give us more than 2 points, I have to do only 2 points at a time in order to find the distance of each line. So basically, they give me 2 points, 8, 4 and negative 6, negative 2. It doesn't matter which one I label x1, y1. This could be x1, y1, or this one can be x1, y1. The important thing is I don't mix and match. If I make this one x1, y1, this one is going to be x2, y2, because I need to label them in order to plug them in. The important thing is I don't do x1, y2. I don't mix and match, okay? So again, it doesn't matter which one I start with. So let's start with this one. x1, y1, x2, y2. I know it gets really confusing. Sometimes people, not confusing, but people get kind of lazy to label them. This is a very easy step to minimize problems, okay, to minimize mistakes that people make. So just label it real quick, you know, rewrite it in your paper, label it, and then that way you can plug it in and not try to guess, because I don't know what happens. I make the mistake all the time too if I don't label. So please label and then plug in. So once I've labeled it, done. I just plug it in. D equals x2, which is negative 6, minus x1, which is 8, squared, and then plus y2, which is negative 2, minus y1, which is 4. Okay? So, I'm going to do the deepest inside the parentheses 2 and move my way outward. So I'm going to work with the inside of these parentheses. Don't try to do them all at once. Don't try to plug this all in your calculator. It's not going to work. It's going to be, actually, you're going to get the wrong answer. So negative 6 minus negative 8 would give us negative 14 squared, plus negative 2 minus negative 4 would give me negative 6 squared. So then I'm going to do negative 14, and it's because both of these are squared, they're going to end up positive. Because remember, I can't square root a negative number. So if you're ending up in negative inside, the square root doesn't work. Plus distance doesn't work in negative. Okay? So 14 squared is square root of 196 plus 36. So it would be square root of 232, which would give me 15.23. All right? I can do this. I should get the same answer if I change this here to x2, y2, and x1, y1. So if I switch them, I want you to see that it should give me the same answer. So this part goes here, because some of you guys don't have multiple colors in your paper, so it'll help. So I'm going to switch it. So now I'm going to do x2, which is 8, minus minus x1, which is minus a negative 6 squared, plus y2, which is negative 2. No, I did something wrong. Yeah, y2, sorry. 4 minus a negative 2 squared. Right? So again, I'm going to work from inside. So 8 minus a negative would be 8 plus 16 squared, plus 4 minus a negative would be 4 plus 2 squared, right? Because the negatives next to each other make positive. So then I end up with, sorry, it's not 16, it's 6. So, there. Right? So this would be 14 squared plus 6 squared, which would be 196 plus 36. You see how it looks exactly the same? Equals square root of 232, which gives me 15.23. So it doesn't matter which one I start as x1, y1, it gives me the same answer. So go ahead and write this down. Try page 592, number 5, and I will see you in class.